Hello. I am decided I would kind of take some time to share a bit of my Sketch Wallet collection. This is one that I've kind of built up over a few years, and I just find the form factor to be very useful for on-the-go doodling and sketching. You may recall that the last sketchbook tour that I did was actually of a Sketch Wallet sketchbook. Pretty nice form factor. So Sketchwallet is really a combination of a kind of a sketchbook holder as well as the smaller format sketchbooks that go with it. And you can find them at sketchwallet.com. This is not sponsored or anything. This is just, as I said, a collection of that I have built up over a few years. Um, it actually begins with this thing, the Sketch Wallet. This was the first one, the one that kind of kickstarted the project. And I believe this was a Kickstarter or at the very least a pre-order. This was the original version. As you can see, it is this leather wallet. It is pretty flimsy compared to what I imagine the current leather version is. But it's been very useful to me over the last 10 years or so, or however long I've had this. I've had it for a while. And this has, as you can see, it has pockets on the left side to hold the cards, a bit of a flap to help to hold your money if you have it. And on the right, we have the area to hold the sketchbook itself. This was the original size, and if you go to the website, the size that matches with this is actually the large, and that fits with the wallets that I will show you in a moment or so. So that is the original Sketch Wallet. What it works with, I actually have two of the canvas large wallets. The gray one is one that I've had for a while, and I recently purchased this red one because I just wanted to get another one to have with me. As I said, this is the large version of it. And it holds a sketchbook that's about 3.5 by 5.5, which is a nice size. And for me, this is a pretty good size for a lot of doodles to finished sketches. And I like having it. It's something that I can just pull out of my bag when I'm having some downtime, and I can just sketch with it, whether it's within the wallet itself or not. The canvas version of the Sketch Wallet comes with this format. As you can see, we have the billfold area to hold your funds, to hold your bills. We have a location here to place your pencil if you need to. And we have card pockets for holding your cards, although for me, I tend to use it to hold a few other different things, right, such as a ruler and this old Disneyland card that I had from a trip I went on. But it's a nice one. If I were to have a much more pared down tools with me, I probably would put in a few credit cards to use this, and then I would have things very pared down. But this is very nice. And as you can see, you connect the sketchbook over on this side. The paper for the original is pretty nice. It's not the thickest paper, but it is very good. I think it takes pencil and pen pretty well. It doesn't necessarily take alcohol marker very well. It is going to bleed through. But for a lot of your dry and somewhat wet but quick drying media, I think it is a very good one. So I think it's a very useful tool to have for a lot of your day-to-day stuff. And as you can see, I like using it for doodles and sketches for when I'm on the go. So you'll probably see things that are either studies from classes that I'm going through or things that I am drawing from life at a meeting or a dinner or a luncheon that I'm attending. And this is the new version that I purchased, as well as this one has the recently released Jawbreaker Sketch Wallet. The Jawbreaker Sketch Wallet is one that has many colors in it, and I just kind of thought it was kind of neat. This one was kick-started about a month ago, and I just found the idea of using this kind of paper, having color paper for you to use, just kind of nice. You have this nice marble pattern for inside the cover, and I think it has about the same amount of pages. I want to say 60 overall sheets of paper that you can use, or 60 pages of paper, but it is a very nice thing. This is the package. Most of the refills that you purchase from the site are going to be in sets of 3. So this is the Jawbreaker set. You can also buy the plain original size paper. You can also buy toned paper, which is something that I purchased recently. And it is kind of nice craft paper, which you can actually see in the medium format that I'll show in a moment. So this is the large format of the sketchbook. You are able to purchase non-Sketchwallet sketchbooks. I have purchased Dealer and Ronnie 3x3 softcover sketchbook. And one that is very useful, nice to get, is the Stillman and Burn 3.5 by 5.5 sketchbook. And they do have these available on the website. They're often sold out, depending on which version you're getting. This is the Zeta series, so it's a little bit heavier weight, but it does allow me to have something that's a little bit more durable compared to the original Sketchwallet paper type. So it's nice to have. So this is one that I like to use most frequently. Another size that I like to use, don't use quite as frequently, but I do like the medium format. This is the square format, which, as you can see, is shorter than the original. And this is the medium wallet. It also has pouches on the left side. It has the place to place your bills. And you have this, I guess, a 3.5 by 3.5 sketchbook. Right now I have the toned paper, and so we can see what the paper is like. And as I said, it's not one that I've used quite frequently, so it's not as up to date compared to the one that that's my current main Sketchwallet sketchbook, but it is a good one to use. So I like it. It's a nice size format, and I think this is about the smallest for me that I will go. I think it handles the mediums well. Again, this is kind of a craft paper, so it is a good one to use for drawing. And it is also available in lined, grid. I think this is a combo type. And of course, the Jawbreaker format. I do not have the small type. As I said, the medium is probably the smallest format that I felt comfortable with. But there is a 4th size, and this is the final one, which is their extra large, and it is in the what they have with their more carrier kind of wallet. And this one holds quite a few more pockets. It has a separate billfold, has quite a few more pouches for holding your cards, has even a coin purse, and it has a much larger sketch wallet. As you can see, I haven't really had a chance to use this one very much yet, but I think that this is also a pretty good size for being able to comfortably draw in and to do some pretty basic sketches. The paper that we have in here is similar to the paper for the original. So I think it's pretty good for a lot of dry and relatively dry wet media. So maybe brush pen, definitely Pigma microns, and similar liner pens. Would be very careful with using a lot of very wet paper. Wet mediums, but it is very useful. And yes, I do have the extra large Jawbreaker sketchbook. Again, I just kind of like the idea of it, so I took advantage of that. So I do want to try to fill these out as much as I can. I want to try to fill these, draw frequently. Just again, I think these are a good form factor to have for doing more on the go sketching. Not something that you really worry too much about having something pretty serious about, but it is just nice to have the option to have a small sketchbook that you can draw in that is a good size and it's just convenient for you. So as I said, not sponsored or anything by the Sketch Wallet, but I do like them. I have enjoyed using them over the years, and if you like a small form factor, you may want to check them out. So I hope you enjoyed my little tour of my Sketchwallet collection. And yeah, I look forward to hopefully filling out a few more of these and giving some more sketchbook tours of those.